what I want to talk about tonight in about the remaining 20 minutes is some of the real life things that we've experienced around the world as we've built these networks. Most of you know all the complexities and the challenges of this environment. I can say as a CEO of a company that does this, it's harder to find a more complex environment than the port business. So we're learning. We've done a couple ports in the last few years. We're going to be doing more. As just a little more background, Mitsui, large Japanese conglomerate, they're an investor in Ragent. So their desire is to bring us globally into this industry and other industries as well. And then one more company from a background perspective, Westinghouse Airbrake, Wabtec, which is just bought GE Transportation. I think they're now the largest rail services company in the world, and they're also an investor in Ragent. So as we think about the port industry, and the industry's moving towards autonomy, I mean this environment combined with autonomy is a really interesting challenge, because what we've found is autonomy only works, not in theory, but in practicality, only works when the network and the network environment is extraordinarily stable. And so this environment has many challenges that go directly at the heart of stability. Later on, we'll talk about the discipline necessary in order to create a reliable network in this type of environment. Aging and limited infrastructure, security. We talked about security at this event last year, and we've seen in the last year that when discipline is lax or technology is not up to date, you really put your whole operation at risk. This signal interference issue, it's really hard to overstate this one, and I'll talk about this one more. This is probably, signal interference is ultimately the foundational issue. If we can't get this one right, if you cannot get your predictability in who's broadcasting in your environment, none of the rest is going to work. So this one's kind of like oxygen. Lack of redundancy, that's a cost issue. It's easy to build redundant networks if you spend a lot of money. The challenge is to try to create a network that's redundant without spending a lot of money. And then real-time data disruption. As the buzzword of Internet of Things becomes a reality and we become more reliant on real-time data in order to make decisions, then obviously the cost of a disruption is going to go up.